moving in, so it's quite obvious best to be off the roadways during this period of time. Randy and Liz?
Harvey, let's bring you back in again and just want to talk with you about when there is a tornado warning that's going on and people need to be aware of their surroundings and what they need to do. Sometimes you don't know that it's coming. I mean, some communities have warnings, probably most communities have warnings, but is there anything that you can tell us that people should listen for? Sometimes you hear it says that sounds like a train is coming.
Yeah,
Give us
absolutely.
Some sense of that.
Yes, a lot of people talk about that. Either sounds like a freight train or a jet when you hear the wind suddenly pick up like that. This is not the same type of a tornadic situation that we had with the Springfield tornado back in early June of last year. This time, the skies are cloudy, it's raining, and it's not obvious. It's not like it's just sunny and hot. It gets blackout, and then you can't see anything, and then you have that happening at a strange color to the sky. It may not be as obvious this time because it's already in a cloudy and rainy air mass. So this is almost like when we sometimes have a tropical storm, and we, of course, get gusty winds and torrential downpours. Sometimes you get small spin-ups of tornadoes out of that, and this is almost that type of a setup that we have here with this situation. If we go back to other graphic system for a moment, I also want to point out that in addition to that, we have all these severe thunderstorm warnings. And remember, severe thunderstorms can pack winds of 60 miles per hour or greater, sometimes small hail. And the other thing I want to point out is the amount of rain. We have seen places pick up to 2 inches of rain in 30 minutes and just make roads impassable. And it's not like that lasts for hours and hours, but during that period of time, that is a danger. And it only takes 1 to 2 feet of water that's flowing to flood a car, all right? And that could cause tremendous problems. So if you out on the roads or know anybody who's out on the roads, let them know that if they run into flooding, they should not try to go through deep water. Sometimes you misjudge it. And remember, it only has to be a foot or two deep to cause significant and serious problems, because the downpours are a big part of this as well.
And the possibility of a tornado, of course, we've been advising people that should get to the lowest area, to the basement if you have a basement. There was, in fact, that case in Springfield where the woman got in the bathtub. So something of that type of protection, if you know it's
absolutely.
Upon
you know, many years ago, of course, this now has been by the boards for a long time. The thought was, do you open a window to equalize the pressure? No, you don't. You don't ever want to give the wind a way in to your home, and you don't want to be anywhere near that. And remember, if you do have a funnel cloud that works its way down toward the ground, where's it coming from? From above. So if it's going to cause some damage, it's going to be first to a roof. So the lowest level of your home and away from windows, interior section, that's always the safest place to be when you have a situation like that.
All right, Harvey, we're going to give you a moment to get back and check your weather documents and all of your radars for a second. And folks, as Harvey's taking a look at all of that, we want to remind you that the tornado warning that Harvey was talking about is in northeastern Hartford County in northern Connecticut, northwestern Tolland County in northern Connecticut. That includes the city of Vernon. And then it's moved up into parts of western Massachusetts. So eastern Hampden County in western Massachusetts and extreme southeastern Hampshire County in western Massachusetts. And that goes until 5:45. So we're looking at a little bit more than a half an hour right now. And once again, some of the locations in the warning, if you know folks who are in the Connecticut or western Mass area, we're looking at Ellington, Somers, East Longmeadow, Hamden, Munson. That's scary for those folks out there.
Yeah,
in Munson, Wilbraham, Ludlow, and Palmer. So those are the communities that we're talking about right now that are in that sort of path of their tornadic activity.
And again, we want to put up the advisory for you in terms of if it comes upon you, a tornado warning, find shelter. We've been saying that you can get to the basement if there's a basement in your building or your home, and stay away from the windows. As Harvey said, do not open the windows to equalize the pressure. That is misinformation. If you're outside, find the lowest area, lie flat, cover your head. If you're in a mobile home, that is a highly dangerous situation. Find sturdier shelter, get to a lower area. And again, right now in Massachusetts, for most of us, it is just a watch. If you see any severe weather in your area and it is safe, and we ask you to upload those to our local section of WCVB.com.
All right, Harvey, I know you've just taken a peek at some more information. What can you share with us?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, to reiterate, the tornado watch, meaning potential, exists till 9 o'clock, but we want to get into the specifics of the tornado warning that, remember, has been extended into a part of Massachusetts. Now, here's what was known with this particular situation. Again, according to radar, with a good deal of rotation, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was near Vernon, Connecticut. That's right in there, and moving north at 30 miles an hour. So the towns that are in line are Ellington, Somers, East Longmeadow now, of course, is in Massachusetts, Hamden, Munson, Wilbraham, Ludlow, and Palmer. That's east of Springfield. Of course, we know that's an area that, of course, was affected so badly by the terrible tornado that occurred on June 1st, a little over a year ago. So there's certainly, obviously, reason for concern when you have a situation like that. Now, I want to show you a little bit more about tornado safety as we talk about always moving to the lowest level. Obviously, anybody in a vehicle or mobile home, that's not a safe place to be. You want to be out of that. If you're out, anybody gets trapped outside, you just got to get to the lowest, flattest location you can. And you have to watch out for debris because naturally things are spinning around in the vortex, and that obviously is causing a lot of damage. The other thing is, let's not forget about the severe thunderstorm warning that's also in effect for southern Rhode Island moving into southeastern Massachusetts, where there's another very bad cells I'm going to show you in a moment, as well as the northeast Connecticut, Worcester County, as you can see. Now, with all of these storms, we're really talking about an entire area. This is the one right in here that's prompted the tornado warning, but this is very nasty over here as well. Now, I want to take a little bit of a closer look because I want to let you know we have the urban and small stream flood advisory that's in effect as well for this entire area because tremendous rains are occurring with this as well. So when you're dealing